So on today's episode of the Sunflower Report, we're going to take a look at what the buzzy bees are doing. Looks like there's some nectar collection going on in the part of this bumblebee. What's happening in various quarters. You can see that the smaller, thinner sunflowers, where the stalk is thinner, have a smaller sunflower head, and of course this one is just starting. But if we look over here at this taller sunflower, this one's been around. The seed head's been forming and expanding for a couple weeks now, so it's actually getting pretty big. And the weight of it is causing it to kind of bow over like that. I might have to stake them out. And this one up here is at that stage where it's just kind of beginning to pucker, so to speak. The bloom is just about to come out. It looks like there's a bumblebee trying to get in there and see if there's any nectar already. So that's about it for this garden. The leaves on this one are getting pretty big, and I've seen some evidence of some Japanese Yakuza beetles flying in, but they don't seem to be too many. If you notice on this leaf here, there's some holes in it. It could be any number of things. And then, there's various ones. So I had considered just spraying everything with 7, but I think I'm just going to go organic and see what happens. Another interesting thing happened the other day. I looked out the laundry room window, and there was a chipmunk taunting me. It was actually sitting on this rabbit's head. I don't know exactly why. So it looks like I'm going to have to humanely trap some more chipmunks and send them off. Over here we have a croquet mallet, well, without the head on it, and a jar of soapy water. So I'm going to take a look at the wildflowers and see if there's any Japanese Yakuza beetles. I'm not sure how I'm going to do all this with just 2 hands, but we'll see. Maybe I can bite the camera. I'm just going to examine the wildflowers. There haven't been a lot of Japanese beetles that I've noticed, but there have been a few, and I'm not actually sure what time of day they show up. But you can kind of see on the right side there's a reasonable flower head, and here's a couple more, some nice blooms. But then if you look at this one, front and center, it kind of looks like a Japanese beetle has been munching on it. It's also possible that these flowers are so, tightly packed, they've been kind of going crazy, and I put a lot of wildflower in a bag into kind of a small space, but I think it might be Japanese beetles. And I'm not really seeing any beetles, so I guess we won't take care of any today. Then the backyard sunflowers, they seem to be doing pretty good. They're about as tall as the garage is tall, and they're starting to bend over. Get them from this angle. So it's another case where the seed head is just kind of starting to form, and it's already sort of leaning over. And I've actually wondered if the squirrels might be jumping on them from the corner of the house. Kind of hard to say, but that's the report for today.